Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have an easy short video but discussing a few things about Smash Bros. Just because I've been sick recently and then I had this pain in my mouth, so I thought I'd do an easy video today, especially after I pulled 2 muscles during our Cooking Mama video. So yeah, the first thing I want to discuss is my new game Smash Extreme that I'm going to be teaming up with Nintendo to make. I'm also going to be making an app game about you being able to take care of Smash characters as pets, as pets. And they're put together by game, so Mario and Samus are the ones that you have unlocked immediately, and you unlock the other characters as you go. And all you have to do is take care of the characters you already have to get the new characters. You don't have to spend money or anything, you just have to take care of the others. For Donkey Kong, all you have to do is take care of both Mario and Samus, but for every character after that, you just have to take care of your newest character and you'll unlock them. And like I said, they're all going to be sorted by game, so you're going to get all the characters from Smash 64 first, and then the characters from Melee, and then Brawl, and then Wii U and 3DS, and then Ultimate, and then eventually you get an update where you unlock the characters from my game, Extreme. And another thing I want to discuss is that I've been looking up moments where every Smash character got sick, and we'll get back to other things about the game later, but I've been looking at moments where characters from Smash got sick, and I found some pretty interesting fan fictions, pictures, animations, and even some moments where they might have gotten sick in their own games. Like, the Wii Fit trainer sounded really sick during one of her mini games. You know, that Lotus Focus mini game, where she sounded really sick at the end, where she screamed, "Cut!" And I was like, oh my gosh, she needs some cough medicine or something. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I thought it was super interesting. It would be super interesting, and I'll discuss some more of those moments later. But now, back to that app game. I forgot to mention that every character that you unlocks some new items. Like, Pit will unlock some honey soap, and when you wash him with it, he'll say, "I'm a honey angel." Because I forgot to mention, you do different things like play with your characters, feed them, bathe them. You can even give them beverages. And you do everything you would need to do to take care of them as pets. And there's even a dress-up mini game. And back to those sickness instances, I found a fan fiction for Bayonetta, and I just remade it to make it more in character with her, because realistically, an Umbrarian witch like her would not care what she's eating. She would just eat it. And another thing is, with characters like Pit and Palutena, I've found a lot of different instances, which is why I separated their sickness instances into categories. Like, Game Tide Certified means characters who got sick in their actual game, like Wii Fit Trainer, the Miis. You might know what I mean by the Miis, because Miitopia, you might remember character Miis getting sick in Miitopia. And then we got Animation Certified, characters who got sick in animations, like Mario and Sonic. Mario and Sonic have a lot of instances of them getting sick in animations, let's face it. Then we have characters that got sick in images. I think I called that one image sickness or something like that. Like Zero Suit Samus had this one image of her having a cold. Captain Falcon had this image where Mega Man was taking care of him. How cute. And then we have fanfic certified, which is like Bayonetta. Like I said, those characters who got sick in fan fictions. And yeah, a lot of very interesting moments there and possible discoveries. Note that I love Smash Bros. And back to that game that I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be making. The DLC fighters also will be included, and they're going to be the last characters unlocked, besides the characters from my game in the update, of course. And Echo Fighters will be included, but they won't be right next to their original character. Like, they will, because like I said, they're classified by game, the characters you unlock, which is why Samus and Dark Samus will be so far apart, because Dark Samus didn't appear until Ultimate. And Pit and Dark Pit will be one game apart, because Dark Pit appeared in Smash 4, right after Pit. My point is, a lot of interesting things. There are a lot of interesting things that I found out about Smash Bros. And that you can look forward to in the future of my game. It's gonna be great. Trust me, it's going to be great. You're gonna love it. And back to the sickness instances, one thing with Samus is that she could have gotten sick in Super Metroid. And what made me think of this was a Random Encounters musical that had her eating the giant Metroid thing on a stick as a jelly kebab. And she was not looking particularly happy, making me think that it made her sick. And I was like, come on, Samus, you should know better than to eat that thing. But, something I think I forgot to mention, no, I might have mentioned this already, but there are some characters who have a lot of different sickness incidences in many different categories. I think I mentioned that with Palutena and Pit. Yeah, I mentioned that. But they're really intriguing is the thing. I found all these sickness instances really intriguing, really interesting. It's just interesting to see what would happen if these characters got sick. And you might remember my Wii Fit Trainer sickness roleplay that I made about almost a week, maybe 2 ago. And this might actually remind you of that. I decided to make that because it would be the first animation of her getting sick, even though, like I said, I think she got sick in that minigame, and I think I saw an image of her throwing up. Poor WFT. So, well wishes for those characters in the comments section, because trust me, a lot of Smash characters got sick. I did all this extensive research to find all these moments. And the reason why I did that is because there's going to be a sick mode in my new Smash game where all the characters get sick. So I thought I'd look up all the characters who were sick before my game and all the characters which my game would be the first time for them getting sick. So yeah, a lot of things to look forward to. I forgot to mention that my Smash game will be the first one with modes in it. And a lot of new characters are appearing, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, hopefully this video was interesting to you. And bye.